Good morning. My name is Joel Slack, and I'm the president of Respect International. It's an organization that promotes respect for people with mental illness all over the world through a variety of educational and humanitarian programs. Several years ago, I was asked to work here in the state of Missouri on behalf of the Office of Transformation. You know, there's a lot of discussion these days about this experience of recovering from a mental illness. And of course, this is a very positive development. I remember when I was first introduced to the mental health system 35 years ago, it was not uncommon for patients to be told that they would never recover. But today, people all over the world are referring to the progress they're making, even while they're receiving treatment in the context of recovering from that illness. So to me, this is a very positive development. But I also believe that we can't spend too much time talking about recovery until we first spend a whole lot of time talking about respect. Because I actually believe that respect is the very first step in that recovery process. There's another word that sits in between respect and recovery. It's called resilience. And resilience is this capacity that we all have to overcome adversity in our lifetime. It's my belief that when someone is being traumatized by a mental illness, that resilience doesn't know what to do. It's never experienced such trauma before. It's like a lost and frightened child. It doesn't know what direction to run into. But it's my belief that it's not until someone, perhaps just like yourself, approaches that individual, and the moment you treat them with respect, you activate that resilience within that human being. It's at that time that that person is able to grow and develop and pursue their recovery. But I just don't believe that people can jumpstart a recovery process from mental illness unless they first experience that one ingredient of respect.
Hello everybody, this is Justin Idleberg, live at the Consumer Conference here in Tantera Resort, Lake Ozarks, Missouri. Like I said, my name is Justin Idleberg. I'm a Respect Institute member. I've been doing it for probably about a little bit over 2.5 years now. Respect has given me the opportunity to go tell a little bit about myself. It also has helped me therapeutically. Prior to me going to Respect, I was kind of a selfish person. I was, as people still tell me now, that I was me. But since I've opened up a lot, I've started to look at others. But give you a little brief history about myself. I'm 31 years old. I was diagnosed with bipolar 1, manic depressive, and probably almost 4 years now. It'll be 4 years in March, and it was very strange because I don't meet the typical age requirements of when people are diagnosed. At first, it was very hard to deal with because I've always been a cruel person. I told people, they were, quote unquote crazy, or you're MR, mentally retarded, which is not right. And I just make a joke of them, and to come to find out that one day that I would end up getting one of those labels put on me, and I was in much denial for a while, but I had to get over that. And that was once getting over the step of denial, that was one of the best things I could have ever done because it helped release me. Then I got introduced to a day program called the Independence Center, which helped me blossom even more. And they introduced me to the Respect Institute. And through the Respect Institute, I've taught at Washington University School of Nursing, Washington University School of Social Work, which is the G.W. George Warren Brown. I'm not trying to do any advertising, but we do have the #1 social work school in the United States. I've also got to meet some wonderful people with the Department of Mental Health. I've also got to speak at the United States, USDA, the United States Defense Mapping here in St. Louis. I spoke at the United Nations with a committee that I sit on. It's called the International Center for Clubhouse Development. They allowed me to go and speak on their behalf to some delegates at the delegates breakfast last year. I spoke to the Postal Workers Union, and also was it's called a Gold Torch or Green Torchlight speaker for United Way last year. So the Respect has been a great opportunity for me. It's opened many doors, and I hope that it does to continue to do that for other people that are new to it and continue to join. So I'm Respect, and I'm getting it, and I hope you all get it too. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Angie Esser, and I want to tell you how I was involved with the Respect Institute program. I was really at Fulton State Hospital, FSH. I was an inpatient there, and I was in the dialectical behavior therapy program there at the hospital. My behaviors were out of control. I saw other clients being involved in the Respect program and were able to leave to go to the program trainings and wearing the Respect training shirt, as well as going to meetings and presenting. And I never thought that I could be involved because I was always getting in trouble. But later, as time went on, I did start to improve in my behavior and realized that I could become involved, and that did improve my, or increase my motivation to be involved. So I went to training, and I sat and listened to other people describe and explain their stories. And also how the other clients told their stories and how they connected with the audience. And really that affected me a lot. It really inspired me. You know, I never really realized what it would do for the audience until I heard their stories, and I felt, wow, we have really similar experiences. You know, and I got to learn better of who they were, and I had a better understanding of who they were, and I felt more connected with them, and I felt the other people that listened to their story understood them better as well, and I thought that could happen for me. And so I wanted to decrease that stigma that they have on mental health patients. I remember the process of when I was writing my story and when I was learning the process. You know, it was really therapeutic for me. It was a really great experience for me to go through that, to explain what had happened from birth to now in my life, you know, and that my life wasn't a waste. So when I was able to present, I was able to express myself and my story. And the first time I spoke was at a hospital for the new and old employees. And so the new employees would show up to training, and then there would be Respect Institute speakers, and so they could get a better understanding of the clients that they will be working with. I also present at Lincoln University and Helias High School in Jefferson City, and also various places within the community. Also for the Deaf Advisory Council in Jefferson City. And their questions are really interesting because they tend to ask about my twin sister, about my deafness, and about how I use my skills you know, that I've used throughout my life, especially since learning DBT. I really wanted to advise them and help their understanding and to decrease their stigma.